Alright, so Pardes wants pizza, and here, nope, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. He's got a helmet and a jacket. It's good, so. And yeah, got the pregnancy cravings, so here's what I'm up against. I gotta get these pizzas on the back of this bike, and then get it home dry. So the area that I just went through was actually flooded kind of up to my knees, so I gotta actually drive all the way around and go through the monkey forest road. And I don't know if I can video it because it's really wet. I don't want my phone to get wet, but that's what I'm about to do, and I will let you know how it goes. Alright, I got Pardes your pizza. Here, come get your pizza. Here. And I want to see if this is still dry. Open it up.
Here?
Wherever you want. And there's a cat yelling at us.
Alright, let's see what the
Yeah, I know you don't want to go outside, cat.
Looks good. Yummy! I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. And this one. Got a pregnant eater here. Ta-da! Oh, he gave you gluten-free also.
Oh no.
It is pouring outside. It's pouring rain. And I'm in the bathtub. I just don't feel like doing anything. All I feel like doing most of the time is like literally sleeping, eating, cuddling, and going to the bathroom. Sleeping, eating, cuddling, going to the bathroom. That's what I feel like doing. I don't even feel like watching stuff. Like, I really don't even enjoy... I don't enjoy most stuff that I watch anymore. Everything stresses me out. The only thing that doesn't stress me out is food, closing my eyes and going to sleep, going to the bathroom, and cuddling with Andrew. And, yes, the rumors you have heard about pregnancy are true. And I am, at this point, almost 20 weeks pregnant. So that's about 5 months pregnant. And everything stresses me out. I'm so anxious about the fact that we are probably leaving from here, leaving from Bali, leaving from our little cocoon that we found here, searching for a better fit that we know that it exists, but nonetheless it's scary because I don't have a doula set, I don't really have it figured out. Who's gonna help me give birth to the baby? It's scary. And I'm a very healthy pregnant lady. There's no way I'm going to allow a doctor or nurse at a hospital to touch me. I don't want to do it the way they do it in the hospitals. I'm just really scared. What's going to happen? How's traveling going to be? Where are we going to live? How are we going to afford everything? If there's glitches, ups and downs, everything is just so scary to me. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. They're holding up that tree.
Actually, this is a bad idea. There's too many pilots. All right, go.
Are they trying to make it fall down?
Yeah, they're trying to make it fall in this direction. Like, yeah, let's actually go this way.
I'm just gonna say goodbye to the monkeys. Oh. So cute. I recorded a whole bunch of stuff, including playing House of the Rising Sun on piano. I swear to God, XX Castaneda, you suggested that I play this, House of the Rising Sun, and I did. I played it, and it was so funny. I played the drunk version. I'll play it. Don't worry. I'll play it. I'll record it. But I recorded it a bunch of times. I tried, but my phone was glitching, and there's something wrong with my phone. So I also recorded a bunch of vlogs that I thought was recording, but my phone was still glitching afterwards. Like, I thought I had rebooted it. I don't even know if this video is recording, which is really annoying. And I even have recorded me saying that I recorded this video a million times. So at this point, I'm just venting to nothing. I'm venting to nothing. It feels, you know, I always say that I don't care if nobody watches my videos. But you know what? When I keep recording a video and it's not even recording and my phone is glitching, it's frustrating. It actually does feel good that even if nobody listens to my videos, that someone can click on my video and listen to it. You know, I'm making these videos so that nobody should even be able to watch it in the first place. And anyways, I just feel really whatever. And I feel like I just love my videos so much, and I feel like they're like, I want to find more people that make videos like mine. I don't want to be the only person on the internet making such personal, like, raw, barely edited vlogs. Like, I actually really enjoy it, and there's a few YouTubers that do it, but I want more. I want more content. I want more, and there is some of, like, the homesteading YouTubers. The homesteading YouTubers, for some reason, are the ones that are more open to creating, like, raw content that's not very edited and overly produced. I like that better, and I want more. If you guys know YouTubers that make content like this, that's raw, that's just them doing random shit, live streaming, stuff like that, please send them my way, because I get bored and I need some entertainment. Now I'm gonna go to my belly dance class. See you guys later. Check out Andrew's website. How cool is this? Can I say what the website is about?
Yeah.
What is the website about? It's about Andrew's product. It's like he already worked on it before, and it's like an AI product. That's like really putting it simply, but it's a really, really cool, like, techie AI product. I just really described it poorly. But anyways, this site, and it's like, I would totally buy the product just based on this website. How cool is that? And the website is, when you get to know what the product is, makes a lot of sense. Like, why the website looks like this.
So right now it's just scrolling through, like, angled shots of the city skyline, and then, like, top-down, like, satellite view. But I want these images to alternate in a way where it shows, like, the use cases for EchoSense, like the AI agent in situations doing things as well. And so I have to figure out how to handle it. Like, because these are cool. Like, I don't want to remove anything just because I really like it, like, aesthetically. But I also know that I have to, like, change the website to be more than just making, like, actually show the product. But yeah, I burned through all of my Leonardo AI generation credits. I had like a few thousand left, so it resets in 2 days. So I'll probably wait.
Have to work on something else for the next 2 days.
Yep.
Works hard using his brain, and I work hard shaking my booty. What is up, you guys? It is the next day. It is Wednesday in the middle of the day. It's raining outside. You can't really tell in the window. But I've just been
this morning, I had a really good sleep last night. It was actually like really deep sleep, probably like the deepest sleep of the week for sure. It was after a day of belly dancing and just running around a little bit. I feel like it's only when I really push myself physically and mentally exert myself and then like become really drained that I have just like the best sleep ever. So what better way to get good sleep without it being from exhaustion than to proactively exercise. So that's what I'm going to do after this video. I'm going to do some more exercising because also I have the energy for it because I had a great sleep last night. And also in general, like I feel like allowing myself to fall apart and be depressed and burned out the past few days has really helped. I think depression and burnout is really important. Like it's like your body forcing it out of you, but what if you didn't wait until you became depressed and burned out and didn't let your body force it out of you? What if you like proactively took a break, allowed your brain to take a break, like big breaks. I'm not talking about a 30-minute break throughout the day. Like I'm talking about days, weeks, months, for some people years, you know, like real breaks. What if you allowed your body to like totally fall apart? What if you allowed your mind to totally fall apart? What if you stopped trying completely? What if you just let yourself completely stop trying? I think that's what I'm realizing is where the good stuff lies. When you just completely fall apart, stop trying. And this morning I was watching a lot, like I watch a lot of YouTube videos sometimes in the mornings because it takes Andrew a while to wake up compared to me. Like usually I wake up before him and I also fall asleep before him. But also it's raining a lot these days, so like I don't want to go out in the rain in the morning. Like I just wait. So I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos and I was interested in finding out what to do about my channel because like I've been making YouTube videos for a while, and when I was in politics, when I was working in media politics, it was so easy for me to go viral. I would literally just hop on whatever trends people were talking about, whatever people were interested in, I would just talk about that thing, you know? It was just easy. It's like literally like, what does everyone want to talk about? Talk about that thing. And take the stand that is the most controversial or the most fun. And honestly, like it was instinctive. I did actually usually think the things that were most controversial and fun just because that's where my mind was at. It's more fun, you know, and I do think, yeah, I think that I have that in me to be able to do that for sure and to naturally be able to do that. But in the past few years, especially as I've gotten out of like the more mainstream lifestyle and types of living and people and thinking, and traveling the world, my ways of thinking are no longer trendy for social media anymore. The way I think is no longer trendy. The way I live is no longer trendy. In fact, like my lifestyle is probably not very cool and trendy at all. And then on top of that, I just don't have the patience to make trendy content anymore. I don't care if it won't go viral. I just don't care anymore. And I've been like watching videos this morning about like, okay, like, so, you know, if you've been making content for so many years, like how do you make your channel get to the right audiences and become more exposed, get more views and whatever, like what should you do? And all the videos that I'm watching are like, stop making content for yourself, start making content for other people. Start making what people want to watch instead of what you want to put out there. And while I agree, if you want to get more views fast, that's what you should do. That's what I used to do. That's what works fast. I also think like that's not how, like, you need to do two things. You need to Make the content other people want, not what you want. But you also need to be consistent. And if you're not consistent, you can go viral on social media and not make a penny because you're not being consistent. You're not able to get monetized. You're not able to make money from it. Like, it won't work. The sweet spot is you have to be consistent while also making content that people want to watch. Most people that strive really hard, what I've noticed, because I have worked in media basically my whole adult career life. Like, I've worked either in media or actively posting on social media, writing, whatever. Like, this has been all I have done as a career. So I know some things. And what I've noticed is that while it's true that if you try really hard and you work really hard to do things the right way, you can get somewhere with it, and you will get somewhere with it. You always will get somewhere, and it's never going to be for nothing. At the same time, what I've noticed is, like, the people that try the hardest tend to burn out the fastest, and their projects tend to fail the fastest, which means that they don't always, they don't get very far. So you'll get somewhere with it, but you won't get very far. I'm sure you might be thinking to yourself, like, okay, but Pardes, look at your channel. You have like 100 views on this video, maybe 100 views maybe on this video, or 50 views maybe. And those people are getting like millions of views or hundreds of thousands of views. So who's the winner here? So you might be thinking that. And I agree in the short term, but the thing is that, like, who will still be making videos in 5 years, 10 years from now? It's not going to be the person that has put so much effort and is trying so hard, spending money they don't have. Like, it's going to be the person who has integrated making content with their lifestyle. It doesn't have to be lifestyle videos. It can be a podcast. It can be content that is just strictly for your business. It can even be totally faceless content. It could be content that you don't use your face for, you don't even use your voice for, totally anonymous. But as long as it's something that you can keep doing forever without getting burned out, you can afford to keep doing, your energy levels can keep doing, that you can still actually enjoy, that you actually enjoy, that is actually for you more than anybody else, you're gonna get somewhere. You're gonna get far with it. And that's what I want to get at, is I want to make this point for making content, because I keep saying, guys, make content. I want to see people making content. I keep telling you guys this. And I keep telling everybody that I know, even in my personal life, I'm constantly pushing on Andrew, please make content. Everybody that I know, I'm constantly pushing them to make content. So this isn't just you guys that I'm saying this to. If you know me personally, you know that I'm constantly trying to make everybody make content, because honestly, I'm sick of most content, because it's going to get especially more like this because of AI. Now all the content is going to be so artificial, and it's going to feel, the reason why I watch content for myself and the reason why I make content is to feel more connected with the world, especially because in my personal life, I tend to have a lot of social anxiety. I don't like to be around people a lot physically in my personal life. It's very hard for me to enjoy it. But when I can connect with people on the internet, there's like a barrier. There's like a social media barrier that allows me to really connect on a soul level without the fears of like physical things getting in the way. And I just feel like the content that is out there constantly pushed out, and the long form content on YouTube, a lot of it is just really overproduced, overly injected with AI and advertisement. Like, people aren't making content from their heart, or they're just trying to sell something, so they're trying to sell a service or whatever, which is like, you should sell something, but like a lot of it just feels trying too hard. And I just want better content. I want more authentic content that makes me feel less alone in the world. You know, that's all I want. And that's why I make these videos. It is for myself. And the thing is, like, if you're not doing things for yourself, and Andrew and I were talking about this with relationships too. Like, if you are not yourself in a relationship, if you're trying so hard to be a certain way that will attract a certain type of person, and you cut yourself out of the equation, then it doesn't matter how awesome it is, the person that you got. That person doesn't have a relationship with you. That person has a relationship with a fake version of you that eventually will burn out because it won't be you, because it's not you. So it's going to be very, very tiring and draining to be that person that you put on a show for that person, to get that person. And eventually that relationship will end. You'll get burned out. You'll either get sick and tired of the person will realize that you're not who they thought they met or whatever. And so, yeah, while it might help to try really hard and to make the perfect quality shots, to pour a lot of money into, like, you know, money, time, skills, effort into, like, making like the perfect video, and it's good. What is more important to me is that you can be consistent, and the way that you can be consistent is that it has to be you. Like, you have to do things that you have to not try so hard, really. And if not trying so hard means that it's not up to your standard, guess what? It's going to be up to somebody's standard, you know? Like, I think that the main reason why people aren't successful at things in life, whether they're not successful in becoming successful in business, becoming successful finding a good relationship, becoming successful in career, there's so many things that people want to be successful with. Becoming successful with, like, their self-actualization or whatever. Like, I think the main thing is, one of the things that we do is, like, we just try it way too hard, and we put, like, these ridiculous standards on ourselves. And the reason we do that is because we're connected to a global society of people because of the internet, you're able to see how people are succeeding, and you're being exposed to people that are just so much better equipped than you are. Either they have more mental stability, maybe more mental, like, growing up they had a more healthier family dynamics, maybe they had more money, more stability, more resources, better connections, a better network to work with, whatever else other people are working with, their tools maybe. And you're comparing yourself with, like, you're able to compare yourself with, like, the top of the top that's out there. You're seeing, like, a 16-year-old succeed in something you want, and you're saying, oh my God, like, if this kid did it, then why shouldn't I do it? And then you gaslight yourself and say, like, oh my God, I should be at that level. Whereas, the kid might have been dealing with a different tool set than you are. And you wouldn't be putting yourself to these really high, ridiculous standards if you weren't exposed to these kids. You're just being exposed to these kids now because there's the internet, and it's fast, and people are putting themselves out there, and you're able to see this more. So this is, like, the thing that I want to share with you guys. This is, like, what I've been realizing today is I actually don't think I try as hard as, like, a lot of people I see. Like, I think other people do try, like, really hard, and I think that's what gets people. But I think I want to try even less hard. I really want to stop trying completely, because your body is going to keep trying. Like, your unconscious mind is going to keep trying, because especially if you've been trying your whole life, you've been trained from childhood to try. You're trained from childhood to get good grades, to study, to excel, to please people, to do all these things. So your lizard brain is already unconsciously trying and trying and trying and trying. You're trying to get your parents' love. You're trying to fit in school. You're trying to get good grades. Like, you're already trying. And I know for me, when it comes to other people, I already try so hard unconsciously. I literally, like, when other people are in the room, I literally lose myself. But what if you at least stopped trying consciously? You would save so much energy. First of all, you would save so much energy. you would allow things to move in a positive direction without force, you would suddenly have more momentum in your life in the direction that you want. So you're already unconsciously trying in the direction that you want. If you consciously stopped trying, consciously put your focus on maybe things that are better for you, your mental health, that are things that will sustain you. Your mental health, your physical health, your things that you enjoy, hobbies, art, just having fun. You might be preserving energy for, and actually like, you might be going in the direction of things that you want in a faster way, more efficient way, and not feel like a battle. And you might be able to actually do things more consistently because it doesn't feel like something that burns you out. Like the main thing with YouTubers I notice is that the YouTubers that are trying really hard, even if they're not trying so hard, but they're every single video that they make is like, it took money for them to make it. They spend money on every video that they make, or they spend like they had to learn so many skills just to like make the video a certain way, or they had to like, it just took so much to make each video. Even if the videos are successful, usually those YouTubers are not able to continue staying successful. Like usually like they run out at a certain point, you know what I mean? Unless they're making enough money from that channel to like keep putting back into the machine and stuff, until it stops being such an effort. But I feel like for most people that's not the case. Like most people, especially if you are tired, you don't have a lot of energy, time, money, to keep making like the same types of videos. And then another thing that I noticed is like there's some people that are really successful, but then like they have a baby or they move or whatever, and then their YouTube channel falls apart or the algorithm falls and they have to like start from scratch again, and then they get really depressed. They're like, oh my god, why is this happening? So, you know, if you have YouTube editing skills and filming skills, and like if you have like all these things and you're able to make videos consistently and it's not like a burden for you, and you're able to like really, really genuinely enjoy it, and it gives you energy to make these videos because it's really art, it gives you energy, then, and you can do it consistently, then I would say you should do it. But like if it requires a lot of effort, still do it, because you'll grow from it, you'll grow from the experience. But I'm telling myself this, like I'm just done trying. I'm done, and it's not just with my YouTube videos. I'm done trying. Like I just feel like I got so burnt out because I had like this perfect birthing center picked out here in Bali, and I was so like just so harping on it, being the one, and so excited, and you know, like then things fell apart because we have to move again, and it's like, oh my god, I don't know who's gonna be my doula. And then that changed because it's like, oh my god, but on the way to moving we might have to like stop in this place, and then we might have to do this other thing, and then oh my god, we might stop at like 2 other places, and then oh my gosh, like I have no idea where my life is going, and it's just so open-ended as always. And I just feel like the more I try to plan, the more things don't go according to plan, and the more I feel frustrated and burned out. And you know what? What if I just stopped trying? What if I just put my focus into not making everything perfect and just doing things that I feel like doing in the moment? Because there's no point to try, because I'm gonna unconsciously be trying anyways, but at least consciously there's no point in trying. And I think, you know, it's really hard to internalize this message of stop trying, because you're taught like, oh my gosh, like, well, I don't want to be lazy. If I become lazy and then I become, you know, I just stop caring, then well, my life is going to fall apart. Well, if that's what's going to happen, if your life is going to fall apart because you just stopped holding everything together so tightly, then maybe it was meant to fall apart. Maybe you've been living a life that is unsustainable. Maybe it has to fall apart. Instinctively, your body is always going to try to survive, and you're never going to stop trying forever. Like, if you're still living, what happens naturally over a period of time after you have gotten enough rest and you've let yourself completely fall apart for a long enough time is your body will naturally pick itself back up and want to, you're going to want to do things. You're going to want to survive. You're going to want to pick up things back up. If you're consistently wanting to fall apart and the only thing keeping you from falling apart is your conscious mind trying to keep it together constantly, then this is a sign that you actually just need to let yourself fall apart. You need to let your life fall apart. You need to fall apart and stop trying, because whatever you're doing is unsustainable. You're keeping a mansion up on stilts. Like I wrote in my book, I wrote in House Hackers Anonymous, you have a mansion on stilts. You have this huge facade of life, of a personal identity, of a relationship, of a career or whatever, and it's on a bunch of little stilts, a bunch of little sticks. And just one flick will make it all fall apart. So you know what? Maybe you should just let it fall apart so that whatever is built in its place is going to be coming from you. So it'll be able to be more consistent, so it'll be able to be more sustainable, more successful, more momentum and energy. It won't be you putting all your energy into rowing against the tide. It won't be you putting 100% of your energy into rowing against the tide. It'll be you moving with the tide and then putting 5% of energy to go even a little faster. You're going to imagine how much faster you're going to get to your destination if you allow things to move with the tide. The tide of who you are, what your body wants to be, where it wants to go. Everything gets better. Your relationships get better. You let your feelings fall apart. You become more in control of yourself. This idea that you need to hold it all together, don't be lazy, that is so inefficient. It's stupid. It's a very silly and inefficient way to live. Be lazy. Be whatever your body feels like being. You know what? If you want to fall apart, if you want to end your life, you won't. You won't ever fall apart forever completely. Because no matter what you think consciously, there is only one part of you that is going to advocate on your behalf until the bitter end, and that's your body. Your body has inherently built reflexes. Even if you think oh my gosh, Pardes, you know what, if I just let myself fall apart, then I will want to end my life. I'm going to want to do something reckless, and I'm going to do it. So Pardes, you're talking dangerously to me because I might actually do it. Even if you consciously decided that you're going to do it. Because I know, because at this point, I have so many friends that have tried to end their life. Even if you consciously invite yourself to do it, really, open yourself, lean into it. Even if you consciously did that, what you'll find is that you'll be standing on the edge of the bridge, or you will have jumped off of the bridge, but your body instinctively, your reflexes are going to do something to make it not happen. At the very last second, or in the way you do it, your body is going to try to find a way. Your subconscious mind, which is really the one in control, is going to find a way to thwart the plans. It's going to treat your conscious mind as an enemy, basically, because your conscious mind can be an enemy in many ways because it's only 5% of you. The real part of you is your body and unconscious mind. That's the real you. That's your animal. The animal is the real you, and it's the real boss. And when you fight with the boss, you're going to get some consequences. And so the boss is going to take control. And especially if you manage to make yourself go unconscious and your body takes over, your body is going to try to do everything it can to keep you living. Even after you go unconscious, even after you hit the ground, you fell off the bridge, you jumped out of the building, you hit the ground, your body is going to take over and it's going to do everything it can to make you live. And it's beautiful, and it's also a testament to the fact that your conscious mind can really become an enemy, because your conscious mind is being conditioned and trained by external factors that are not you. They're not the real you. Your conscious mind is being trained by basically enemies. They might even be your family members, but all of these voices outside that your conscious mind is picking up outside of your actual body are enemy voices. These voices that your conscious mind is picking up and internalizing and making your conscious mind are voices all about, don't be selfish, don't be lazy, don't rest, don't take care of yourself, don't be arrogant, be humble, be small, do things against yourself, fight your instincts, fight your feelings. All of these things are enemy voices. And you know what? Those people have internalized it from their external factors. Those people the people in your environment have internalized it from their environment. And those people that they have internalized it from have internalized it from their environment. You're basically surrounded with enemies, and each of those enemies are surrounded with their own enemies. The only thing in the world that is not your enemy, that is your friend, is your unconscious mind. That's your body. And if you think that you know better what's best for you than your body knows, then you are really in for some very painful awakenings, very painful surprises. It's going to happen to you. Very painful surprises will happen to you. Eventually, the mansion will fall apart. Not by your own will. Not because you let it fall apart, but because it forced to fall apart eventually. And it's going to be very, very painful. So, if you don't want that to happen, I would suggest, and this is, realization for myself, I feel like I have been given this rude awakening a lot. Andrew has been given this rude awakening a lot. We were just talking about how we both almost died, in the past few years of becoming sick. But I don't think that it was a coincidence. I don't think getting sick was a coincidence. It was really the result of so much traumatic experiences and painful feelings and stuff that had piled up for many years and were just unaddressed, unprocessed. And we had been trying so hard to keep it together in both of our individual lives. We had been trying to keep things together so much, trying to keep myself from having a freak out, trying to keep my emotions from tearing me apart, treating my feelings and my emotions like the enemy, when the reality was I was the enemy. I was the enemy that was constantly fighting my emotions. And then my emotions went in there and it made me sick. And you know what? I'm so lucky that I'm still alive. I'm so lucky that that we got to the other side of the sickness. And still my body has certain guards up. For example, my ears hurt all the time. I'm more sensitive than I was before. I'm not able to be around noises that are too loud. Even just going in the street is kind of painful because there's motorbikes and it's just so loud. It's nails on chalk. My senses are overstimulated very easily, even more than before. If I'm around people and there's too many people saying hello, there's no way that I would be able to be in a party or a room full of people. That would actually really, really drive me crazy. More than before. I was even like this when I was younger, but it's even more like this now. This is what my body has put up certain guards. It has said, Pardes, you have not listened to us enough. You have put us in places and situations that have really hurt us. And so now we have to make it even more impossible for you to be in those places that are bad for us because we've been overworked. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm not gonna try to make these videos. I'm not gonna try to make these videos be successful. I'm not gonna try to make these videos for anybody else but me, because the truth is, I know that when you care about something, when you actually enjoy it, and when you do it for yourself, it will get somewhere eventually. It might not get somewhere in a very fast, viral way, It might not get there tomorrow in a fast, artificial way, but it'll get somewhere because you'll be able to keep being consistent. And you'll be able to keep adjusting it as you get more energy, you're able to do more things, you're able to put more into it, it'll become more consistent. And so I'm making these videos for just a few of my friends at this point, and I actually know most of you guys that watch. I know who's watching. People that I love. Like, I feel like I know you guys. I could start yelling your names. And that's actually really wonderful. I feel like that's more than most people have when they start their channels. When I started my channel, I started making videos for me, and they would get like maybe 10 views maximum. If I was lucky, they would get 10 views. Sometimes no views. That's when I first started making videos. Nobody would watch my videos. And then I was like, let me hop on trends. And I started making videos that jumped on trends and that people would like. But then I got the kind of audiences that didn't really care about me or things that I wanted to say. They just cared about those topics. And so then when I moved on from those topics, those audiences moved on. My retention rate went down. YouTube stopped showing my content so much, and then I was starting from zero again. If I didn't really enjoy doing this so much, then it wouldn't have been worth it to do that. Then eventually I would say, you know what? I'm not getting views. And so there's no point. I'm not getting views. I'm putting so much time and effort into these videos. There's no point. And I would say the same thing with, relationships, with a job. Like, if you don't enjoy it, then it doesn't matter if you're getting the world from that job, that relationship, whatever it is. If it doesn't speak to your heart, then it'll become a drain over time. Like, what I'm saying is going to take a lot of deconditioning. Even if I say, like, today I'm going to stop trying, it will take years of deconditioning myself to really stop trying, because we've all been trained from a really young age to just try really hard, especially in such a factory-like environment like the United States. The US really is, because of the Industrial Revolution and World War II and all these things that they put in place, it really is a country that was designed for factory workers. And even if you're not working in a factory, like, you still have the factory worker mentality. You're designed to churn things out with no regard to yourself as a human, and you're designed to work until you die. And I was watching recently a video of, like, this woman who she was working in, like, an oil and gas company. She was like, I don't remember, like, what she was doing exactly, but she was exposed to chemicals that were bad for her. Eventually, she worked for, like, I don't know, a couple decades. Eventually she decided that she wanted to start her own business and be more active on her feet, do things that were more healthy, live a healthier lifestyle. and she started like a clothing store, and she loved it and it was great, and she actually made more money, you know, over time. She got to the point where she was making more money than she did working for the oil and gas company, even though she was happy with her salary at the oil and gas company, but she made even more money as a businesswoman. But then she got cancer. The person who was telling the story was her daughter, but she was saying like, yeah, like the mom got cancer at a very young age. She was like in her 50s. So that's just really sad to me. It's just really sad that people will realize like, oh, it's not really sustainable to live a life, my only life that I have in this world, to live it serving things that are not in the best interest of my body, which is me, which is the real me, is your body, your unconscious mind, your lizard brain. So it's like, yeah, people come to this realization, but they come to it way too late in life. And then the life that you're able to live, that is the real you, that is the most successful you, that is the most fulfilled you, that is the best relationship version of you, that's not able to last so long, because it's just too late. You've already like damaged yourself. What if we built a society where kids learn from a young age how to treat their bodies and how to be selfish? And what if we actually like got rid of the word selfish? So anyways, I'm totally rambling, and I'm gonna go and do like a 1-hour pregnancy workout, and then I will see you guys in the next video. And I hope you had a great day, whoever is watching.